What up, what up, what up, what up? It's me, L Teddy 27.
What's good tonight? Right about the hood.
Oh, dear God, I'm already eating a drink. Look, a damn mess. Just a damn mess. No means no, and yes means no. What up, 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 what up? What's good, people? What is up? What's up, people? What is up? It is me, L Teddy 27, and I am back for another review. This is going to be our review, ladies and gentlemen, for Bling Empire. This is season 1. It is episode 6. It is entitled The Other Side. So, because I know y'all want to know what's next. I'm about to start eating. So, I got these Cheez-Its, but they are like extra cheesy, and I saw them, and I just picked them up. I haven't tried them yet, but I was real curious about extra cheesy Cheez-Its. Even more cheesiness, as it says. Excited about that. And y'all, hold your horses, put fasten seatbelts, and brace for impact. Because I went to the store today and I looked, and I'm expecting it's 2 days before Valentine's Day. I'm going to be accosted by tons and tons and tons of Valentine's Day candies and treats and assortments, which I was. But just around the river bend, around the corner from the Valentine's Day candies and gift cards and stuff, they already had an Easter section. And you know what that means if it's Easter time. Oh, it's time for Peeps. I know some of y'all can't stand Peeps. I love Peeps. I eat them by the boatload, by the case. Listen, love, love, love. And I eagerly anticipate and wait for Easter season so I can buy tons and tons of Peeps to eat. Judge your mama, judge your mammy. Don't judge me, okay? Because I know some of y'all judge me. Anyway, so I'm gonna try these first, and then we'll go to Peeps. All right, so we start off. Kane is at Anna's house, and Anna has came up with this day of yoga or whatnot. You know, instead of going to the spa, they're gonna do yoga at her house. She got a little friend that's there named Florent or Florent or whatever his name. He's French or whatever. He don't really speak English like that. Oh, oh. This is not extra cheesy. It's extra cheesy. That is extra cheesy. Mm. 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 That's the real deal. Anyway, Christine comes. Kane is there, but Christine comes. Anna neglects to tell her that they're doing yoga, so she done came all glammed up. This whore got these gold thigh-high boots on and all kinds of necklaces and chains and jewelry. So she came to sit there and look pretty on camera to have a cocktail. Didn't know it was gonna be yoga. Anyway, so Anna finds her something to wear. But anyway, can we talk about how Kane, speaking of Anna changing clothes, not Anna, Christine having to change clothes. Can we talk about how probably Kane had to change clothes because Mama Kane was here, had to have nutted in his clothes at least 12 times looking at yoga instructor dude. Like he had radar, right on that man's crotch area and then on all his muscles. I swear I saw him orgasm at least 12 times on screen. I'm just saying. Anyway, they went through this whole thing where the yoga instructor grabs Christine and is grinding on her and basically fucking her in front of all of these people. It was a mess. Apparently, this is supposed to be Anna's way of embarrassing Christine or whatever and getting back at her for, making all of those comments about her liking anal sex. If this is your way of getting back at someone, Anna, where do I sign up? Because I need this in my life. A yoga instructor was fine as fuck. Can I get some of that in my life? Let me go piss off Anna so I can get this kind of treatment. I'm just saying. Mm-hmm. So then, Peep is so good. The Peeps is so good. Whew. Anyway, so then we see Kevin at home. He's chanting, wearing only his underwear Because when you're an escort for a billion, when you're an escort for a billionaire, a model, you need to be in various stages of undress as much as you can when the cameras are on and in front of the screen. Anyway, Kane comes over and then he acts like he just puts on this act like he doesn't want to see Kevin in just his underwear, and then talks about how disrespectful it is for him to be chanting in his underwear. Now, if I'm gonna go along with this charade, why is it disrespectful? I mean, the same Buddhist gods that see you when you're chanting, they magically don't see you when you're in the shower naked. They've never seen you because the Buddhist gods that you chant to only see you. I don't know Buddhism. Maybe they only see you when you're chanting. I don't know, but I would venture to guess a deity can see you whether or not you're chanting. So that means that they've already seen Kevin in various stages of undress. So, and he's home by himself. Why does it matter? He brought up this. When you go to church, undressed. No, but he's not at church. He's at home. Get your life, Kane. Kane at this point, because he's paying for this escort, is being friends with somebody who's further down on the socioeconomic totem pole as him. Has this elitist mentality about him and is always looking down on him because I'm paying you to as an escort, bitch. I can say and do whatever I want to say and do to you. Moving on. They talk about this letter that he got that Kevin got from the adoption agency that his parents used to adopt him when he was little to see if because he was trying to get information on his birth parents, and they say, listen, we don't have no information on your birth certificate, your birth parents, or anything because it was in another country. So it was basically of no help at all. They have no records of his parents. Then they flashed to the confessional, and Kevin had this new confessional look where he had this beard and mustache and shit going on. You need to lose that shit, Kevin. That shit was not cute. And then I felt like there was this, pouting and all of this sighing and, all this self-pity that Kevin was going through in front of Kane. Kane wasn't here for it at all. Kane said, if I'm already, paying you to be my male bust down escort, hang out with me and my rich best friends, even though we never hang out with the likes of you because you're way beneath us and we're just allowing you to hang around us and even breathe our same airspace and have you, in on all of the nice rich people stuff we do. I don't owe you nothing. So anyway, Sherry is at home. Kane is over there, and Kane mentions this ring that Sherry has on as well, just like Christine did. And I'm like, wait a minute, Sherry. If all of y'all are friends, like y'all alleged to be, why have they never seen this ring? And if they've never seen it before, because it does look like an engagement ring, why are you all of a sudden wearing it now? Because it seems like there's this putting on that you're trying to do. Are you trying to, get Jesse to, feel like it's time? Because clearly he's not going to marry you, sweetheart. Clearly he's getting everything he wants without having to marry you. If he ain't married you by now, sweetie, he's not going to. Anyway, but I just found it funny that nobody's ever seen this ring, but now all of a sudden you want to wear the ring because y'all on the television show. Girl, get it together. Kelly, we then see her. Baby, she done let the Red Ranger all the way back in. She at home. Red Ranger is there. They talking and, doing the hot, soft breath talk to each other and stuff like that with the dog play and everything. It was a mess. She's talking about all of this stuff like, oh, when you get upset, you do this, you do that. Girl, he ain't paying you no mind. Red Ranger done morphed into the horrible person that he is and is paying you no mind. And he doesn't have to because he already knows you've already let him back in. He got you, girl. He got you. He already know he got you. Girl, he's paying you no mind. Dick done got hard. And girl, he takes you in this room and busts you down. It is what it is. And now you are further enabling him. That's a mess. That's a whole mess. They go in the room and they fuck down. That's a whole mess. Sherry is at home. And she's supposed to be meeting with this Hollywood medium named Tyler Henry. Some pasty little white boy. Some pasty blonde hair white boy. He there, she give him this bear or whatever. He's just scribbling on paper. When I say scribbling, I ain't talking about scribbling like words in the. I'm talking about doing like a, like you ever had like a 1 or 2 year old little baby, and the first time you get them a piece of paper and a pencil the right way, and they just scribbling just like this. That's what he doing. Just a mess. Just a mess. Just talk about that's how he getting his thoughts and all of the stuff that he's conjuring up from spirit. Listen. I was not moved by a pasty white boy. Okay, can we go back to the black shaman guy who's downloading files from the spirits into his operating system and entering people's endocrine system? Can we go back to him? Because pasty white boy medium scribbling on paper like he's 2 years old is just not going. That's not gonna work for me. Anyway, the gang goes out to the beach. So you got Kane, Kevin, Jamie, Kelly, Guy, and Christine is there. Christine comes and brings gifts because she has to constantly flaunt her money and show people that she's, she has more than they do. So she done brought everybody monogram towels and that's embroidered with real gold on them. I guess, honey. Jamie has to do this photo shoot so she has more content for her Instagram page. Kevin talks to Kelly about how what's going on with her and Red Ranger. And she lied to him and told him, oh, we ain't did nothing. And I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do. She lying because she don't want to tell everybody what's really going on. But at the same time, I was like, hey Kevin, hey boo, you are overstepping. You are getting way too far deep into what I got going on with this person. You're overstepping your bounds. You are asking way too many prying questions. Mm-mm. It was kind of creepy. Kevin came off really creepy in this dialogue between him and Kelly. And she friend zoned him. She told him, listen, we've been friends for a long time. I like the dynamic of us being friends. We don't need to pursue anything else with this. Let it go, honey. Shut it down. Mm-hmm. He acts like he's hurt by this. Oh, God. Girl. He's so hurt and so upset and so verklempt by this. And then the next breath, we see him doing the bidding of his billionaire, of the billionaire who's paying him to be his escort, which is for him to go take off all his clothes and go run in the water and frolic around in the nude on the beach. Just a mess. Just a mess. I mean, I guess that's what happens when you're the sex slave of a billionaire. But whatever. Anyway, Sherry is on the phone with Kane and all of this stuff because she had her daughter was saying some gibberish or something, and now all of a sudden she believes that her son is her mother reincarnated. What? Like, I feel like if your mother was going to reincarnate as anything or anybody, it would be your son. Like, I think in the rules of reincarnation, you just don't reincarnate yourself as your grandchild. I'm just saying, I'm not Buddhist. I don't know the rules, but I would venture to guess that there needs to be some degree of separation. Anyway, I wasn't here for none of this, so I moved on. Kevin goes to see a hypnotherapist to help conjure up memories from when he was in Korea. Now, she went through all of this hypnosis and hypnotherapy and all of this stuff. Then she's asking him to remember things from when he was 3 years old. And I'm thinking to myself, do I have any memories of when I was 3? Nothing. I'm trying to think if I can tell you anything I remember from when I was 3. Anything. First of all, cognitively, is your brain even fully developed at 3? Let me think. Not at 3. Not fully at 3. Then she told him to go back to the womb and remember things from when he was in his mother's womb. So his brain was that developed in the womb that he had the cognition enough to know and feel what his mom was feeling. Like, what the fuck? Make this shit make sense. I was like, at that point, I was like, I can't. This is where I just checked out of this. I was like, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. Sherry called. We see Sherry calling her husband to tell her husband all about the fact that their son is her mother reincarnated and how it's kind of creepy that her mother is sucking on her titties when she's breastfeeding. And her husband was like, girl, what? Girl, I'm half asleep. Wake me up when you're ready to have a serious conversation. And hung up the phone. I don't blame him because he was out of town. I was like, girl, what? Girl, go to sleep. So then, Kevin goes out with Kim and her mom. Y'all already know I don't see it for Kim. I don't like that bitch. I don't want nothing to do with her. So we gonna keep it moving. Because I can't stand that whore. So good, y'all. Jesse finally comes back home. Jesse talks to his wife Sherry about this whole thing about their son being her mom reincarnated. He was like, girl. Basically translated into, bitch, that ain't your mama. Girl, now you might feel your mama presence in spirit and shit like that, but that ain't your mama, and you don't seem like a rationally functioning adult when you're listening to the gibberish of 3 and 4 year olds and thinking that that's going to tell you exactly what's going on in real life. Get your life in order. A mess. It went off from there. Now, I feel like they're gonna force feed us Sherry and Jesse. I don't want any parts of Sherry and Jesse. I don't like them or their storyline at this point, but I feel like they're going to force feed them down our throats. I still feel like Anna has not gotten her revenge on Christine enough, because if that was supposed to be your revenge, having her basically get bust down during yoga by the sexy ass yoga instructor, girl, that ain't no revenge, but girl, whatever. Anyway, we got 2 more episodes, y'all, and I'm curious to see how this all ends, but we got 2 more episodes. Until then, that's all I got for y'all. Thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. We out.